Hello, fellow gamers. Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to my 12th part of Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. We are at the end of the Humanus quest, or run, and before we go, we could have a little chat with Maxime, talk about our experiences. Maxime looks up at the sound of your approach. If he's surprised to see you, he doesn't show it. Crazy night, huh? He pulls the flask from his jacket pocket and takes a long swing, then looks you in the eye. I hope that this was worth the trouble. Any luck finding our money in there? No money, but there are a few less racists in the world. All in all, I think that we can call this one a win. He nods. I can live with that. Okay, let's go. Thank Christ, that's over with. You okay, Alexander? The young man looks shell-shocked. He holds his rifle clenched tight in his trembling hands. Uncle Dietrich, yeah, I'm sorry. But those guys, I knew them. One of them was my bunkmate. I killed him. Couldn't be helped. If you hadn't, he'd have killed you. Believe it. We're gonna take you away from here, back to the Kreuzbazaar, get you the help that you need. Yeah, okay, Uncle, okay. Dietrich glances over his shoulder, locks eyes with you. Thank for this, boss. My nephew is safe, and I owe you. One other thing, the Dragonslayer is happy too. We just did a ballsy thing, protected my family, and gave a monster a bloody nose in the process. Glad to hear that he approves. You should be. When the Dragonslayer is pleased, he tends to be generous with his rewards. He grins. I can feel the power coursing through me, boss. I don't know what form it will take yet, but it's there, and soon enough I'll be able to use it. I don't mean to break this up, but we need to get moving. Kid, you're with us. The rest of you pile into the other ware. You can continue having your moment when we get back to Schattennest. Yeah. Or we get back to Kreuzbazaar immediately, I don't know. Yeah, we do. They don't. The U-Bahn ride home feels especially comforting today. The Berlin chapter of the Humanus Pulley Club has suffered a terrible blow, and you're the one who dealt it. Volker Starr's plan to incite a wave of bloody violence across Berlin has been derailed. It isn't often that a Shadowrunner gets to prevent an atrocity on the job. So, not only did we get paid, but we did a good thing. For Berlin, for the Kreuzbazaar, for the meta-humans, and for humanity! Well, not that kind of humanity, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. How many karma points are we allowed to spend? Oh my god, we have 12 now, don't we? The PDA rings and the face of your fixer, Paul Amsel, appears on the screen. Slick Flimsy, I have new information to discuss about the estate. Please come as soon as you can. Okay. Yeah, things evolve after such a quest, after such a run, and there will be different dialogues with all the inhabitants of Kreuzbazaar. But let's talk to our task giver, Samuel Beckenbauer. Hello again, my friend. What can I do for you? I've uncovered what Humanus was up to. You'll find the details on this datapad. Dragonboy eyes the plans on the datapad, then nods grimly. This fits with Humanus' established pattern of behavior. Horrific and vile. According to this datapad, Humanus compounds all over Berlin have received similar shipments. They are planning to deploy the gas tomorrow morning. He exhales sharply, then nods again. I have a feeling that the Flock State will have a thing or two to say about that. Stahl has overstepped his bounds. His hubris will be his undoing. Actually, I was his undoing. Volker Stahl is no longer among the living. That is excellent news. I'm not ashamed to say that I wish the man dead. He deserves whatever you did to him. And now I'm going to see to it that the rest of his twisted organization suffers in the same way that he did. You mark my words, within the next few hours the Humanist Pulley Club is going to make take a hammering that will make the Night of Rage look like a peace rally. Okay. Oh, that's a bit over the top maybe? I'm not sure. I owe you a great deal, Slick Flimsy. We all do. I will wire your payment to the account number that Amsel provided. Pleasure doing business with you. Okay. I would say, first of all, I improved the stats of my party members. Iger can either level up her ability to do damage with frag grenades, or she can carry extra Knights Errant flashbang grenades on each mission. I'm not sure. It's damage or AP. I mean, which is worse? Which is better for us? I would say AP. It doesn't really matter. Both is very useful. Okay. And he... what's he gonna do? A Cyber Eye or an SMG upgrade. I don't know. I take the eye. Just because I don't care. It doesn't matter, both is okay. Trauma Specialist, upgraded Pomona Kit. She carries a gold Pomona Kit on each mission. Yeah. Times I've played before, I took the Medical Specialist ability advancement, but now I don't really care. I go with Trauma Specialist this time, and he gets either Earth attunement or Fire attunement. Also, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. I take Earth, just because why not? And confirm it all. Confirm. Fine. Now I get to spend karma points, but first I'm gonna save, because mistakes can be made. Oh, it takes so long. Rather have another beer in the hot summer, late spring, early summer, I would say. While the world is going to shit, but in this game I'm gonna save the world. It evens out, yeah. It's for a change. Now, rifle, because why not? And Yeah, one point in throwing weapons would not be stupid at all, but I want to raise charisma. I want to get access to the next etiquette point in the near future. So I'm going to go with that. Do I regret my decision? Yes, I do. It's not necessary, really. Other things are more important, I guess. Just like biotech? Oh, no. No, but instead conjuring. I can equip lightning barrier and increase my spellbook slot by 1. So I have 4 again, despite my cyberware. That's fine. There's 1 to spend, but I can't spend it, so I keep it until next time. And I'm gonna return to Amsel. Here's something to chat about. And I have to talk to all my party members. Jeez. Save the game. Yeah, it goes on. I could talk to Blitz, like I said. Maybe. Again. Blitz. What are you talking about? Blitz stops out his cigarette at your approach. Slick Flimsy, I was hoping I'd see you. Do you have another run lined up for us yet? I'm strapped for cash. Why the hell are you strapped for cash? With the amount of work we've been doing, you should be rolling a new in. What can I say, Chief? He tries on a thoroughly unconvincing smile, but immediately seems to think better of it. The anxious look returns to his face. I have expensive tastes. Uh-oh. I was hoping for a straight answer. You've got a talent for deflection, Blitz. And you're annoyingly persistent. If you must know, I'm in debt. That's where all the money is going. In debt? Who? He hesitates before responding. When he does, his voice carries an edge of annoyance. No offense, but this is getting a little bit too personal. Chief, my debts are none of your business. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, they are. You come to me for begging for work, and then tell me that it's none of my business. No, Blitz, you tell me why you need the money. Blitz shakes his head in exasperation. All right, fine. First off, you don't need to worry about anyone coming after me. My debts are to a bunch of old contacts. If I don't pay them, I'm gonna lose them, and in this line of work, it isn't smart to burn bridges. Second, before you ask, those debts are for services rendered. It was in a tight spot. I needed some help, and I threw around a lot of IOUs to get it. Third and finally, the trouble I was involved involved a girl. I'll tell you about it if you ask me to, but we're verging deep into personal feeling territory, so if you don't want to hear me sob over my ex-girlfriend, you'll drop the subject now. So it's up to you, Chief. You really want to go down this road? Or shall we keep this relationship professional? You're clearly preoccupied with this. In our line of work, preoccupied can get you killed. So spit it out, and we'll deal with it. Blitz meets your gaze for a moment, then looks away and sighs. Alright, where to begin? I met Emily in Drogenkippe. She was the first person who was ever more important to me than myself. I was crazy about her, Chief. To this day, she's the only person I've ever met who could out-deck me, and the real kicker is that she wasn't even a decker by trade. There was nothing she wasn't good at. I like to dabble in rigging, but Emily, that girl could pick up anything that she set her mind to. Sounds like a hell of a girl. She was. She made things right. No matter how stupid I was, no matter what I got myself into, she made it right. I don't think much of many people, Chief. Emotional attachments aren't really my thing. Love seems like a diluted word these days, so I won't waste it on Emily. Let's just say that she was important to me. And then I lost her. I didn't know what was happening. It came out of nowhere. One day she was gone, along with most of my decking gear. The only explanation was a handwritten note, old-fashioned paper. Leave me alone. That was it. We'd been together for years, and that was all she left me. That and this beat-up old cyberdeck. Naturally, I freaked. We'd had our share of arguments, but we'd never had a huge blowout or anything. I couldn't think of anything that drive her to do a thing like that. Mostly, I felt hurt. So I judged for her, in the real world and in the Matrix. And when that turned up nothing, I started tapping my contacts. And that was when I started racking up debt. And so, did you find her? No. She's gone, said Flimsy, without a trace. I looked high, I looked low, I poked into everything I could think of, and my contacts did the same. He shakes his head. She's gone, Chief. At this point I've accepted that, but I still have to repay those debts. I feel for you, man, but you're right. Best to leave the past. Pay your debts and move on. Yeah, you're right, of course. Thanks for the talk, Chief. Yeah, I don't want to. I've been there myself in the real world. And no, it's not worth it. She said leave me, so she wants to be left. That's it. Again, quick save. And a nice little chat with Paul Amsel. Slick Flimsy, welcome back. I have news for you. In your absence, I have been looking into the Harfeld Manor. Whatever Feuerschwinge is up to, it is both large-scale and well-funded. I've uncovered a money trail leading from holding companies all over the world to an offshore fund with a dummy address. From there, all of that freshly laundered money flows directly into the Harfeld estate. Uh-huh. Wait a second, why would the dragon have investors? That doesn't make sense. It's doubtful that the Firewing's pawns even know where their money is going. This is typical of draconic plots. Uncover a stream of money flowing behind the scenes, and there is a fair chance that you'll find a dragon at the receiving end of it. To a dragon, conspiracy is second nature. But Feuerschwinge was different. She didn't scheme or plot, she acted. Yes, and look where it got her. When the Firewing launched her attack on humanity, it was an act of hubris. She lashed out because she didn't consider our species to be a threat. It would be equally hubristic for us to assume that she will make the same mistake twice. I will continue digging into this while you and the team tackle your next run. With luck, I will have more information to share upon your return. Sounds good, Paul. One last thing, Thick Flimsy. My lead was able to restore the readable surface of one of Green Winter's DVDs. If you'd like to take a look, you will find it sitting beside the player. Just one of it? She's still working on the others. Many of them are extensively damaged, and getting anything of them is proving to be quite a core. She has told me that she'll be in touch if and when she makes any headway. Thanks, Paul. Alright. Yeah, we can already accept our second quest, or run, however you want to call it. Check the inbox. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. Esquivel, Dr. Xavier. Come to see me at the earliest convenience. There is a matter that we need to discuss. Alright. Hijacked shipments. Mettbach Gunari. To Slick Frenzy. If you well, you new hardware coming to into Kreuzberger, we need to talk. One of my weapon shipments was hijacked by a local gang. I can promise 500 million, and if you can recover the shipment, I'll have some new gear on the shelf. Come see me for details. You have 0 unread messages. Okay. Access the Shadowrun BBS. Like always, I'm not gonna read it out loud. On your deck. Best of luck. Okay. Ridiculous. Go back. Walk away. There's some background music missing. Whew. Now I'm feeling better. Shadowrun PBS. Post-pay data. Okay. The job directory. Claim payment. Yay! 3,750 new yen. You submit the job as finished and await your client's response. A few moments later, the message pops onto the screen. Samuel Beckenbauer, Slick Frenzy. Here's your payment as promised, Beckenbauer. That's it. A moment later, a second message pops into your inbox. Your payment details. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, the most goes into the Alice funds. Okay. View all pending and active jobs. Farmer cleanup job. That sounds nice. Here you will find the complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Fuchs, a potential client. The job seems to be relatively straightforward and the payout is reasonable. I already read that, didn't I? Okay, this time I just want to accept the job, and that's the next thing after the next thing we are gonna do. Or the next thing after the next thing after the next thing we're gonna do, but not the next thing. Did I make myself clear here? Is it? No. That's the root. Open jobs directory? Yeah. Notes on completed jobs? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I don't get it. How have I accepted the job of completed jobs. I mean, yeah, that's for sure. But jobs I would like to take. How about this one? I want to accept taking this job. Not possible? It's accepted by default, or what is it? I don't get it. Anyway, I've got to do some things first. There are some tiny things I need to do. One thing for Esquivel, one thing for Mettbach. So I will do that. Anyway, before I do the pharmaceutic tab. Okay, it's active. Otherwise, the U-Bahn platform symbol wouldn't be orange, so it's fine. Now, Gunari, my old friend. Welcome back. You need some weapons, some ammunition, perhaps? Got your message about that missing shipment. How can I help? He nods. Your gang from the nearby keys has been hijacking shipment bound for the Kreuzbazaar, taking money out of our pocket. I could use your help to stop this from happening. Your dear departed Monica used to provide encryption and information control for the Kreuzbazaar. Now that she's gone, we merchants have been having no end of trouble. The obvious answer is that the gang has been intercepting our communications. What kind of communications? Shipment manifest, payment order, that kind of thing. A group with an agenda could use that information to set an ambush, and that's just what this gang has been doing. Several cargo trucks full of goods have already been hijacked en route to Kreuzbazaar. I had a tracking device placed on the last shipment that I sent out. Containers full of weapons and medical supplies. Sure enough, it got taken and I've tracked it to Gesundbrunnen. If you've ever been there, it's a key built out of an old U-Bahn station and some old bunkers. Rumor has it a new gang called the Rabengeister is holed up there. I suspect that the two things are related. So I need you to go to Gesundbrunnen, find the Rabengeister and get our goods back. I can offer you 500 Neuron for the task, and if you can recover our missing weapon shipment, I'll be able to sell you some better hardware too. Can you tell me anything else about this gang, the Rabengeister? He frowns. Not much, I'm afraid. From what I've heard, the Rabengeister are tricky. They have a reputation for stirring up trouble, then disappearing without a trace. I would tread carefully in Gesundbrunnen if I were you. How do I get to Gesundbrunnen? Just take the U-Bahn. The line still runs through. Not many folks stop at Gesundbrunnen anymore. The market there used to be something of a tourist attraction, but I think we've fallen on hard times recently. I'll take care of it. Good! It's about time I had some new inventory come in. And one more thing, Slick Flimsy. I'm gonna need you to go in light on this one. Take a friend along if you like, but no more than one. If you spoke him, they could trash the merchandise. Best go quiet. Best go soon, too, before the trail goes cold. Uh-huh. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Can I buy a rifle? Can I buy a rifle? As I'm here, I mean... business transaction. SMG. Shotgun. Rifle with... Yeah, I need more range combat skill. For now, there's no real good rifle for me to reasonably equipped. Except the Zemopal, but no, there are better. There are better weapons. There are really better weapons. Ruger is a sniper rifle, only for snipers, with ammunition of 4. No, 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 no. No. I have to raise my stats, and before that I'm not gonna put my money anywhere. Especially not in... Whoa, what's that? Armor. Oh. Oh. Light security armor with plus 10 HP. And it looks quite interesting. Grants plus 1 strength and 5 HP. Plus 1 quickness, 5 HP. Plus 1 dodge and plus 1 move speed. Plus 1 quickness, plus 1 dodge. Yeah, all very nice weapons, yeah. Armors. Okay, I'll take 1 frag grenade. Because, well, why not? Now I got 3 grenades. I forgot to toss one. I mean, really, it's about time. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. It's not gonna be difficult. There's no fight coming. There's not gonna be a fight, as far as I remember. No problem that can't be solved with without. No problem that can't be solved without chatting. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Persuasion is my trait, and so I don't need to prepare for too much violence. But who am I going to take with me? Huh. Iger, maybe. Just for, well, it's an opportunity to get to know that troll better. Like, build some bonds. Build a connection with the troll. Why not? This will soon be over. Let's see if I can do it in 15 minutes. Hard times. It is a short train ride to Gesundbrunnen. You exit the subway car, stepping onto the old grungy platform. The place is deserted, though signs of life are everywhere. A gaping hole in the ceiling filters cool, hazy light in from above. To your right, a small plot of crops struggles to endure in the cold and the limited light of the station. Trash and junk litters the platform. It's clear this place hasn't had anything resembling a janitorial staff in quite some time. Somewhere in this old, run-down U-Bahn station lies the entrance to Gesundbrunnen Kiez, and hopefully some leads on the whereabouts of the Rabengeister and Gunari's missing shipment. Put this one away. I grab my strip armor spell, because I can. And a basic health package. Do I have? Yeah, I have 1 Monarch thing. I take this away because I think I'm going to find something, and I don't need to stash it, but can put it into my inventory on the way. Great. Where are we? Oh, it's a garden. Something resembling a garden. Yeah, plants. What kind of plants will that be, huh? Vegetables, of course. the guard.
That's far enough, friend.
An older man raises his hand, squinting as you approach. To his left, the young orc shifts his weight, resting one hand casually on a pistol at his hip. Both are dressed in what might be considered uniforms, but it is hard to tell for sure.
We don't get many visitors down here these days, and you'll forgive me for saying, but, well, you don't really look like the type that usually comes through here. He looks fat, for one thing.
The older man nods.
Indeed. So, what brings you to Gesundbringung, stranger?
Oh. I'm visiting from the Rhine-Ruhr megaplex, and my friend Hans said the market here is second to none. I had to come see him for myself. The older man smiled sadly.
Well, maybe a few years ago that was true. These days, well, it's hard times all around, I suppose. But you're welcome to go on in, of course. Customers are always welcome. Oh, and talk to Corin if you want to hear some good stories about the market back in its prime. He's always happy to share a tale or two.
The older man steps aside.
Watch your steps on the ladder there. Some of the steps get slippery when it's cold.
Nah, it's not cold. And I got spikes on my shoes. I'm not slipping. I'm not gonna slip. Should I ask him? Yeah, let's make some noise. Say, have you heard anything about a gang hiding out around here? A group calling themselves the Rabengeister? The Craw Spirits. Rabengeister. A gang, eh?
A gang, eh?
Sorry. The man looks over at his partner, then back at you, warily. After a moment, he steps slowly back in front of the entrance.
No, we keep security pretty tight around here. If a gang like that was running stuff through here, we'd know about it. Now, look, we don't want any trouble around here. On second thought, maybe you should just move along and catch the next train back.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Come to think of it, the market closing pretty soon anyway.
The last thing I want is to cause any trouble. You look like you have to deal with more than enough of that. Do you mind if I just take a quick look around? The guards exchange glances again. After a moment, the old man steps aside.
Well, alright. I suppose there's no harm in that. Just watch yourself, okay? If you cause a scene looking for this gang of yours, there's more to our little militia here than you want to mess with.
They stick together. They're in cahoots with the Rabengeister, that's for sure. And here's a young man, Corin. The man before you is of average build and in a nondescript dress. He's leaning against the old wooden cabinet, reading a book. As you approach, he looks up and casts a warm smile in your direction. Guten Tag. The name's Corin, friend. Can't say I've seen you around these parts before. Just passing through, or? What can you tell me about this place? That's the least intrusive question. Gesundbringung. Well, it's my home, for one, and we've got a small bar set up over there. But of course, you want to know about the market. His eyes light up. It used to be something to behold, my friend. One of the grandest markets in the city. You could find nearly anything in these stalls for the right price. It's a real shame, but little to little things slow down. Folks stop taking the subway line so much. But I guess that's the way of the flux. Okay. Shall I ask or... You know what I'm doing? I'm saving and then ask. Then loading and not ask. I don't know. Hello again, friend. Need something? I'm looking for information. Ever heard of a gang called the Rabengeister? Certainly, they've been spinning quite a tale in these parts of late. Hard to know anything for sure, though. One rumor says the hijacked flight of the Frankfurter Tor, then the next day you hear about a sighting down here in Alexanderplatz. Hell, just yesterday I heard someone claim they saw a member of the Rabengeister speed by in the U-Bahn tunnel, clinging to the side of the train car. He needs closer. Between you and me, that's probably a gang called Surf Turf. Strange ones, those. I heard they implant suction cups into their hands and feet. I guess they really like hitching rides on the U-Bahn trains. Shakes his head with amusement. That's the flux state for you, though. Full of the strange and unexpected. Have you seen a shipment of weapons pass through here recently? His face falls. Wish that I had, friend. It's too bad. This place used to be soaring with commerce, but now hardly anything passes through here, I'm afraid. Folks around here are lucky enough to have a full meal at the end of the day. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things turn around for the better soon. Yeah, me too. Thanks for the friendly words, though. Most folks that come through here are either looking a bum, a quick handout, or steal what they can before disappearing down the line. Can I do anything to help? No, I don't think so, friend. But I thank you for the gesture. The man squints at you. He looks thoughtful. Say, have you ever heard of the story of Schinderhannes? I'm not sure. Yes, I did. Schinderhannes was an outlaw, centuries ago, back in the Napoleonic days. See, Schinderhannes was a thief. A greedy one, if you believe the stories. He and his gang raided up and down the Rhine, stealing for themselves. Something happened. The people of the Rhineland, they were inspired by Schinderhannes. In time they hailed him as a hero. He was stealing from the French, you see. He chuckles and continues. I think something happened then, something surprising, even to Schinderhannes. I think because of this, perhaps he became the hero people wanted him to be. Maybe he did start stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, I don't know. The history books are confusing, to say the least. At any rate, this point is this, friend. I think that maybe if enough people believe something to be true, it can change the truth of that thing. Perhaps if enough people here in Gesundbrunnen have a hope to believe in, then our fate will change as well. Until then, well, we continue on. Don't you mean Robin Hood? Ha! No, you would think. But that is an altogether different tale, I assure you. Much more romanticized. Now, is there anything else I can help you? I'll be gone now. Goldfish. The woman starts a little at your approach, but she recovers quickly and beams brightly at you. The fox face on her hairdress seems to grin as well. Her classical nasal American accent is obvious. Hi, kiddo. Share a drink with me? No, just looking for information. Ever heard of a gang called Rabengeister? The Raven Ghosts? Nope, never heard about anything like that. Should like something out of a fairy tale. I'm just traveling through. I heard there was a market, but well, just look at all the places at this place. Waves her arm around in a wide circle, taking everything in from a sadly shimmering woman to the near empty corridors outside. So I'm just having a drink with this fine gentleman here and then moving on. Where are you from? California Free States. Ha, shit. Damn, wrong accent. But, yeah, I don't care. Doing the whole Europe tour thing, you know? Besides getting me out of that hellhole, it's been a real good learning experience. Had some good fun. Made some good friends. She clatters the ice around in her drink. You can smell the cheap gin from where you stand. What's hellhole everywhere these days? Can't drink enough to forget some things I've seen. I'm all for communism and anarchy and free love, but sometimes the state goes a little too far. Just like California. Just like California. Okay. How do you mean? It's just the things like the turf wars and the racists and junk, like those humanist assholes and pleasant. But that shit aside, I like the idea of staying without the man. Listen, my name's Goldfish. What's yours? Where did you get a name like Goldfish? Oh, they say memory like Goldfish because I'm blonde. People think I'm just like that. Plus, they call me Twin Guppy, so Goldfish makes sense for me. Finding Dori. So, what was that thing you said, Robin Geister? The Rabengeister. Raven Ghost. Might be anything in Gesundbrunnen. Seems like everyone and everything down here is a ghost. Ghosts of the past, ghost trains, ghost thin forms, fade, and lack of sunlight. I need sunlight too. I like to joke, photosensitize, but just give me so much energy. Energy these people don't have anymore. My expression goes down for a moment, and as she stares into her empty gin and tonic. Maybe I've been down here long enough. Maybe I'm a ghost too. Alright, that's it. Alright, that's it, Fräulein. You're officially cut off. Your total is 36 Nguyen. Can I at least buy something from a friend here? He's been talking with me a bit and hasn't had anything. No, you're cut off. I don't want you to even sipping out of it. Dude, chill. Forget I asked. She then turns to you with a shrug. Sorry, I couldn't get you anything else, but thanks for being a pal. Yeah, that was bleeding pointless. This discussion. Pointless fun. Smells like something died in here. Open closer inspection. It's just what? Cross the rails. What's up here? A ladder. No way to get up there. You know what? I'm gonna save the game because took 15 minutes. It's gonna take longer, and I'm gonna say bye, and you can see in the next part what's going on in Gesundbrunnen. Bye.